The content provided in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional advice. Do you feel stuck in a cycle of debt, working hard but never getting ahead? The system is designed this way, a web of legal and financial structures that keeps us in perpetual obligation. From birth, a legal entity, the strawman, is created in your name, and it's this entity that interacts with the system, not the real you. Every transaction, every bill, is just an exchange of debt, never true ownership. Even when you think you own something, like a house or car, the title often belongs to your strawman, not you. Property taxes. They're more like rent for something you never truly own. The debt cycle is endless, unless you learn how the system really works. It's easy to feel powerless in this system, but that's exactly what it wants. The truth? The same system that traps you also contains the tools for your freedom. Hidden within commercial law is a path to financial sovereignty, where you become the creditor, not the debtor. This isn't about rebellion, but about understanding and using the rules to your advantage. By shifting your mindset and learning the system's language, you can reclaim control. More people are discovering the path of the secured party creditor. It's time to step off the hamster wheel and take back your financial freedom. The key is acceptance for value, or A4V, a method to settle debts without traditional money. A4V lets you use the credit created at your birth to discharge obligations, flipping the script on your creditors. It starts by filing a UCC-1 financing statement, claiming rights over your strawman. As the secured party creditor, you can accept bills for value and authorize their discharge. This isn't magic, it's knowing and applying commercial law. We'll break down the steps: creating your security agreement, filing your UCC-1, and executing A4V. It's not about fighting, but mastering the rules. Your journey to financial sovereignty begins now. To use A4V, you must understand your strawman, a legal fiction created at birth. This all-caps name on your documents isn't you, it's a corporate entity the system interacts with. By responding to it, you unknowingly take on its debts. The strawman lets the government treat you as a commercial entity, bypassing your natural rights. Every transaction by your strawman is in bankruptcy, making you the surety for its debts. Recognizing this split is the first step to reclaiming your power. You are not the debtor, the strawman is. Soon you'll learn how to become its creditor. The system uses all capital letters to create a legal fiction, your strawman. Official documents address this entity, not the real you. By responding, you contractually accept its debts and obligations. In court, saying yes to the all-caps name binds you to the strawman's fate. The system relies on your ignorance of this distinction. Recognize the all-caps name as your commercial vessel, not your true self. See bills and notices as business correspondence to your strawman. This awareness is the key to taking control of your financial destiny. The strawman is a separate artificial entity, a vessel in commerce. When your birth certificate was created, it registered your strawman into the commercial system. A trust account was set up in its name, funded by your future earning potential. All your property and accounts are registered in the all-caps name, your strawman. It's a commercial entity, a machine, designed to function for business. By understanding this, you can become the driver, not just the fuel. The Wizard of Oz is more than a fairy tale. It's an allegory for escaping the debt matrix and reclaiming financial sovereignty. The Scarecrow is your strawman, an artificial person needing you, the living being, to think and act for it. The Tin Man, or TIN Man, is the hollow vessel of commerce, cold, mechanical, and heartless. The Cowardly Lion is us, the American people, taught to fear the system. Like Dorothy, you've always had the power to go home. Sovereignty is yours when you claim it. Before you plant your flag in commerce, you must first draw the map. The security agreement is that map, a private contract between you and your strawman, the all-caps legal fiction. It declares your rights, lists all collateral, and establishes you as the primary creditor. Signed and notarized, it becomes your private constitution and the foundation for all future filings. Keep it safe. This is the power behind your public notice and UCC-1 filing. Once your security agreement is signed and notarized, you announce it to the world by filing a UCC-1 financing statement. This public filing, usually with your Secretary of State, declares you as the primary secured party over your strawman. The collateral box lists all property and assets tied to the debtor, establishing your priority. Your UCC-1 is public proof your security interest is perfected. Your claim comes first. With your security agreement in place and your UCC-1 filed, you have legally achieved a new status, holder in due course. This is a powerful term from the Uniform Commercial Code, and it signifies the highest form of ownership interest. A holder in due course is someone who has taken an instrument, like a contract or title, for value, in good faith, and without notice of any competing claims or defects. By creating the security agreement, giving value, and filing the UCC-1, perfecting your claim without challenge, you become the undisputed holder in due course of the strawman and all its property and contracts. This means you are officially in charge. Think back to the bait-and-switch example of buying a house. In a typical transaction, you are tricked into making the offer, which makes the seller the acceptor and the holder in due course of the contract. They now own the instrument and you are just the debtor paying it off. The redemption process flips this script entirely. You have now made yourself the holder in due course of the most important entity in your life, your commercial fiction. You hold the title. Any bill, notice, or presentment that comes to the strawman is now an offer made to an entity that you control. This status is not just symbolic, it has profound practical implications. As the holder in due course, you are the one with the authority to settle the strawman's affairs. When a presentment arrives, you are no longer the debtor being demanded to pay. You are the creditor, the acceptor, who can choose how to settle the charge. The party that sent the bill, the offerer, is now in the weaker position. You can accept the charge for value, which is a command from the creditor, you to the debtor, the sender, through the system, to settle the account using the credit of the strawman. It is a declaration that says, I am in charge here and this is how we will handle this. This is the essence of taking the reins. You are no longer being pulled along by the currents of commerce, you are steering the ship. As the secured party creditor, it becomes your duty and responsibility to manage your debtor's affairs. This means accepting for value and discharging the liabilities that come its way. In every transaction, you are now the creditor, and the strawman is the debtor. Your UCC-1 filing is your public proclamation of this fact. It is your notice to the world that there has been a change in management. The previous arrangement, where you were an unwitting surety, is terminated. The holder in due course is now at the helm. To truly own property, you need 4 elements: possession, use, time, and interest. Most people only have the first 3. Interest is held by the state or bank. Filing a security agreement and UCC-1 reclaims that missing interest, giving you perfect title and true ownership. With all 4 elements, you now have standing and can defend your property as the true owner. You cannot function as a creditor in commerce without first securing your trade name, the strawman, through a security agreement and a perfected UCC-1 filing. This is the vital first step. Your UCC-1 filing is your proof of status, your credentials to act as the secured party. Do not skip this step, it is the foundation of your entire case. After filing your UCC-1 and becoming the secured party creditor, the real journey begins. When a bill or demand arrives addressed to your strawman, see it for what it is, a presentment, simply an offer to contract. Recognizing this is the first step in the acceptance for value process. You are the acceptor, in charge of how you respond. When you receive a bill, don't ignore it. Silence means agreement in commerce. Instead, take control by endorsing the original document, much like signing a check. This accepted for value process turns the bill into an asset to settle the account. Use blue ink and write the endorsement clearly on the payment coupon or bill. Done right, you become the holder in due course, settling the debt on your terms. Your A4V endorsement consists of 3 essential parts, and each must be included for the process to be valid. The first and most important phrase is accepted for value. This is the core of your command. By writing or stamping this phrase, you are signifying that you accept their presentment, the offer, for the full value they have assigned to it. You are not questioning the amount or the validity of the charge. You are accepting it completely. This act of acceptance legally binds them to the transaction and places you in the superior position as the acceptor of the contract. You are effectively saying, yes, I agree this charge exists and has this value, and I am now taking control of its settlement. The second critical phrase is exempt from levy or exemption ID, your SSN without dashes. This phrase provides the routing information for your order. You are declaring that this transaction is exempt from levy, meaning seizure. because you are settling it through a different mechanism. By including your Social Security number, often referred to as your Taxpayer Identification Number, or TIN, you are pointing the transaction toward your Treasury Direct account. This is the account that was established with your birth certificate and is linked to your Social Security number. You are instructing the financial system to charge the settlement against this specific pre-funded account. The third and final element is your signature. You must sign your name over the phrases you have just written. Your signature should be in blue ink and written in your proper upper and lowercase style, such as by John Q. Public. Your signature as the authorized representative for the debtor gives the order its authority. Under your signature, you should also write the date. This combination of accepted for value, the exemption routing information, and your authorized signature transforms the original bill into a negotiable instrument. It is now a payment order, an instruction from you, the creditor, for the debt to be discharged via the public treasury. These three elements work together as a single powerful instruction. Accepted for value claims the transaction. Exempt from levy directs the settlement to the proper account. Your signature authorizes the entire action. Without all three parts, the endorsement is incomplete and likely to be rejected or ignored. The system is automated and looks for specific markers. Your carefully crafted endorsement provides those markers, signaling to the commercial system that a secured party creditor has intervened and is commanding a discharge of the debt through the public side, as is their right. While the endorsed instrument is the most powerful part of your response, it is wise to include a concise cover letter to accompany it. This letter is not a place for anger, arguments, or lengthy explanations of your sovereign status. Its purpose is purely professional and administrative. The cover letter serves as a formal notice to the sender, explaining what you have done and what you expect them to do. It provides a clear paper trail and prevents them from claiming they did not understand the nature of the endorsed instrument you sent them. The tone should be polite, professional, and firm, like a memo from one accounting department to another. The letter should be addressed to the person who signed the original presentment, or if no one signed, to the CEO or head of the department. It should state clearly that you are the authorized representative for the debtor, your strawman. In the body of the letter, you should state that you are returning their presentment, which you have accepted for value. You can explain that this accepted instrument is now their payment, and that it is to be processed for the adjustment and closure of the account. You are simply informing them of the action you have taken and giving them instructions on how to proceed. The letter should reference the account number and the amount of the presentment to ensure everything is clearly linked. You might include a sentence such as enclosed, "Please find your original presentment, which has been accepted for value and is returned to you for processing and settlement of the account." You should also state that you expect them to adjust the account balance to zero within a specific time frame, such as 10 or 30 days. This sets a clear expectation and a deadline for their compliance. The letter puts the responsibility squarely on them to process the instrument you have provided. Remember, this is a commercial transaction. Your cover letter is the memorandum that clarifies the terms of your acceptance. Sign the letter as the authorized representative, just as you did on the endorsement itself. Keep a copy of this letter for your records, along with a copy of the endorsed presentment. This documentation is crucial. The letter provides context for your action and demonstrates that you have acted in good faith and with full transparency. It is the professional wrapping for the powerful gift of settlement that you are sending them. Sending your acceptance for value response is as important as its content. Never just drop it in a regular mailbox. Use USPS certified mail with return receipt, the green card. This card is your official proof the other party received your documents. Certified mail with return receipt proves beyond any doubt that notice was given. After you send your A4V package by certified mail, the waiting begins. Responses can vary. Sometimes your debt is discharged, but more often, you'll face confusion or rejection. Don't panic if your instrument is returned or ignored. Stand firm as the creditor, keep records, and always send follow-ups by certified mail. Trust the process. You're building your case every step of the way. Once you have mastered the foundational acceptance for value, or A4V process, you will discover that not all presentments are simple, single transaction bills. You may encounter more complex situations involving ongoing contracts, such as credit card agreements, mortgages, or loans. These scenarios often involve not just a single charge, but a larger, underlying agreement that is the source of the charges. For these more intricate commercial entanglements, you need a more nuanced tool, This is where the Conditional Acceptance for Value, or CAFV, comes into play. It is an advanced technique that allows you to address the root of the alleged obligation, not just its monthly symptoms. The standard A4V process is an unconditional acceptance. You accept the charge as presented and order its discharge. The CAFV, however, is an acceptance with conditions. It is a powerful way to challenge the validity of an entire contract by agreeing to its terms only if the other party can provide specific proofs. You are essentially saying, I will happily and honorably pay what you claim I owe, pursuant to our agreement, as soon as you provide me with proof that the agreement is valid in the first place. This shifts the entire dynamic of the interaction, moving it from a simple debt collection to a formal verification of the contract's legitimacy. This method is particularly effective for credit card debts or other long-term financial agreements. Why? Because many of these contracts have fundamental flaws. Was there a true meeting of the minds where both parties fully understood all terms? Was there full disclosure, or was there an element of fraud in the contract's creation? Was the contract unconscionable, meaning it was so one-sided and unfair that it should not be enforced? The CAFV process allows you to raise these questions in a non-combative, commercially honorable way. You are not refusing to pay, you are simply requesting the necessary documentation to verify the claim's validity before you proceed with payment. By using a conditional acceptance, you are proposing a new agreement to the alleged creditor. You are agreeing that you will pay them if they meet your conditions, the proofs of claim. This is a perfectly reasonable and standard business practice. No prudent business person would pay a massive invoice without first verifying its accuracy and the contract it stems from. The CAFV allows you to act as that prudent business person, taking control of the verification process and putting the burden of proof squarely where it belongs, on the party making the claim. This is a sophisticated move that demonstrates your understanding of contract law and commercial honor. The conditional acceptance for value process puts the burden on the creditor. You demand proof of claim, clear, reasonable evidence that their claim is valid. Ask for proof of a true meeting of the minds, a non-fraudulent contract, and the original signed agreement. If they can't provide these within 30 days, their silence means the debt is nullified and the matter closed. Your UCC1 isn't static. It evolves as your assets change. The UCC3 amendment form lets you add new property, update collateral, or terminate filings, keeping your public record current. When you acquire new assets, file a UCC3 to secure them under your claim, reinforcing your position as principal creditor. Mastering the UCC3 keeps your notice accurate and your control absolute. Once you have established your position as the secured party creditor and have honorably attempted to settle accounts using A4V or KFV, you may encounter a creditor who refuses to acknowledge your standing or actions. They may continue to send collection notices, make harassing phone calls, or even attempt to place a lien on your property. In the language of commerce, these actions are a dishonor of your presentment and a trespass against your secured property, the strawman and its assets. To address this, you need a process to hold them accountable. This is the exclusive tort process. A tort is a civil wrong that causes a claimant to suffer loss or harm, resulting in legal liability for the person who commits the tortious act. When a creditor ignores your perfected security interest and continues to harass your debtor, they are committing a tort. The tort process is a private, administrative procedure you initiate to address this wrong. It typically begins with a series of formal notices sent via certified mail. The first notice might be a notice of trespass, informing them that they are dishonoring your commercial process and that any further unauthorized contact will incur a fee, as per a schedule you provide. Your fee schedule is a crucial part of this process. In a cover letter or as a standalone document, you will outline the cost for their transgressions. For example, $5,000 for each unsolicited phone call, $10,000 for each collection letter sent after this notice, and so on. You are creating a private contract with them, where their continued action signifies their agreement to pay your fees. After a set period of time with no response or with continued trespassing, you would then send a notice of default, stating that they have failed to rebut your claims and are now in default, and you will present them with an invoice for the fees they have incurred. This process creates a private administrative record of their wrongdoing. If they ignore your invoices, you can continue to follow a predetermined process, potentially leading to the filing of a common law lien against their company's assets for the amount they owe you. This is the ultimate reversal of the power dynamic. You, the individual, are now lining a corporation for its failure to honor your commercial notices. The tort process is an advanced and serious tool. It requires meticulous record-keeping and an unwavering commitment to procedure. It is the creditor's response to dishonor, turning a corporation's trespass into a legally recognized and collectible debt owed to you. As a creditor, your power lies in meticulous record-keeping. Your binder is your fortress of evidence. Every document, notice, and receipt should be organized and protected. Include the original presentment, your signed instrument, cover letter, and certified mail receipts. A creditor is exact and meticulous. This practice sets you apart and proves your authority. The path to financial sovereignty is lined with traps, impatience, emotional reactions, and skipping steps. A creditor stays calm, follows the process, and matches the right tool to each situation. Don't rush, use confusing jargon, or act without proper foundation. Speak clearly, act professionally, and remember, power comes from preparation, not panic. In this world, you'll face legal gray areas, disinformation, and conflicting advice. Some falsehoods are innocent, others are planted to confuse you. Your mental fortitude will be tested as much as your knowledge. Stand firm, understand the principles, and reclaim your authority. Many seek a magic bullet to escape debt, hoping for instant solutions like acceptance for value. But this is a myth. A4V is not magic. It's a commercial tool requiring skill and responsibility. Stay grounded in reality. True freedom comes from diligence, not shortcuts. The creditor's path is a journey, not a quick fix. At the end of this guide, you stand at a crossroads. Will you take the blue pill, returning to the comfort of familiar illusions and managed servitude? Or will you choose the red pill, accepting the difficult truth, taking responsibility, and beginning the journey to claim your freedom? The choice is yours. The path of the creditor is a journey of mastery, not magic. There are no shortcuts. True sovereignty is earned through diligent study, discipline, and unwavering integrity. You're not fighting the system, but using its highest rules to operate with wisdom and authority. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate small victories, keep learning, and grow into the empowered creditor you seek to become. Acceptance for value is just a tool, a key to unlock the chains of debt. True financial sovereignty means building a life of self-sufficiency and integrity, not just escaping debt. Grow your own food, learn valuable skills, and invest in real assets. Build strong relationships and a resilient community. This is real wealth and freedom.